Hello!
Hello, hello.
Greetings! Hi! Welcome to Extreme Improv Xstreamed's Wham Bam Poetry Slam here on the Extreme Improv Xstreamed YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, smash that subscribe button. Now, on tonight's show, we're going to make up improvised poems and do poetry-based activities, as we will decide who is this week's Poet of the Week. On the show tonight, we have a bumper lineup of guests, including Marty. Say hello to the people.
Hi, this is Marty. I am a bumper lineup, big time.
Yes, I thought you may be. But someone who, talking about the big time, we have Jared. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jared, and I'm not really a poet, and I don't know much, so hopefully that gets me all right.
Well, someone who does know everything. In fact, I can hear a little jingle jangle. That must mean Danny O'George. Say hello to the people.
Hello. Yeah, I have a certain way with words, so hopefully I might do well again tonight.
Okay, well, time will tell, and I am always David. So, with this, we're going to get on with our first round, which is going to be a group poem. The way this will work is we're going to go around the circle where we will do a line and then a setup line, and well, I'm going to explain this better. So, Jared, you will start off the poem with a line, which I will then rhyme with. I will then say another line that Danny will rhyme with. Danny will then say another line that Marty will rhyme with, who will say a line for Jared to take us full circle. Now, with only 4 of us, although the cast may grow throughout the show, we'll find out, we may go round this 2 or 3 times to get a full-length poem out of this. I'm going to use the extreme... No sound on YouTube. No sound on YouTube. I'm just getting this notification. Well, let me troubleshoot this for you. Commander Jimmy Mac in the comments. So, let's have a look, see what's going wrong.
So he's in the comments, but why is he not on the show?
Yeah.
So what's he doing
That's
there?
why the sound is messed up.
Okay, hang on.
Jimmy's not
Yeah, he got lost. So.
Yeah, there is sound. We can be heard. We can be heard. But this is clearly Jimmy Mac in his true Christmas trickster mode, just getting us to like pause this. Look at the power he has over us. We're pausing the entire show just to check. I'm going to actually start doing this. I'm just going to go onto random shows, be like, yeah, there's no sound on Twitch, and they'll be like, oh, I'm just going to check this. And like 10 minutes later,
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, it's working for us. And then you're like, oh no, sorry, I meant on YouTube. And then the whole process starts again. So, on that note, I'm going to use that as the inspiration there. Technical difficulties. This is going to be a group poem about technical difficulties. Jared, you will give an opening line, which I will rhyme with. I will then give a line for Danny to rhyme with. And we'll follow in this pattern through to Marty, back to Jared, and we'll go round a few times. So, Jared, technical difficulties, the poem. Over to you.
Okay. I think the Wi-Fi has gone out.
Yes, it's gone, and there is no doubt. I tried to switch it off and on again.
But then I realised there was no audio gain, so I kept tapping at my mic, hoping to make a sound.
But no sound was to be found. There was no sound around. So I shook the machine. I shook it real hard.
And I shook it so much that I started to see shards and sparks and things that just weren't right. I think the power is going out tonight.
But I then suddenly had a great big fright. The broken computer. My hard drive was gone.
I started to panic as I called out for my drone and tried to navigate my way to PC World.
But I got hungry, so I went and made me some peas that were whirled. But back to the technical stuff, I will go.
And turn it off and on. Maybe something will show. A sense, a spark, there is a light.
And then I suddenly saw, as it ignited, but I double-clicked on the mouse.
Thank God no one else was in the house, because the moment I saw on my computer screen,
fire and flames were all there was to be seen. 911 is the number I called.
And they just told me it's just the screensaver wall. Not to worry, it's all gonna be. Yeah, sorry.
And poem, and seed, and poem. There we go. So that was it, and yeah, not to worry, guys. Right. So with this, we're going to go rapidly on to our next round, and our next round is going to just be like an individual poem. And this time, let's see. We're going to roll the dice to see who will go first, and it will be Marty. Marty, I'm going to choose a random word for you. And it is the random word. I won't give you that one. Rudder. You get the random word rudder. Right, so a short poem on the theme of rudder. Marty, over to you.
My favorite place to be is a boat. I love to be out on the water and float. It really relaxes me. It makes me forget all of my troubles and all of my fret. I don't even bother with steering the thing. I just flow with the tide. And on the wing, I listen to seagulls fly overhead, and all of the problems of life and dread just disappear from my brain. And oh, suddenly a gentle rain falls upon me in my little boat as I, with the tide, begin to float. I will relax and I will rest, and I will comfort myself at Mother Earth's breast. She will give me all that I need to escape this world of strife and greed. Sometimes I hate it, but sometimes I don't. It is a life that is it makes me want to groan. So on my boat I will stay, and you won't see me again because I will float away.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Just like in the movie It, you'll float too. So, with this, let's see who will go next. Oh, it will be me. I'm going to choose a random word here, which I'll show you just for the purposes of knowing that I've not cheated. It is the word hem. Hem. So, on the theme of hem, and here I go. Ahem. So. That was the problem, which, as I fail to flow, the hem, the seam, it's coming apart. I feel this represents me and my broken heart. Now, as the thread becomes unwoven, my heart, my soul, something which I have goven to a friend who betrayed me. I did not see them, nor could I see that they were nothing but a mess. I really can't speak of this person. She is a seamstress. And I seem stressed at the thought of this seamstress. But there is a truth which I must confess. When I look at her and I think of them, I just want to pull and rip at this hem. And look, I'll be honest, about this femme, I will never speak of them again. And there we go. So, with that, DB Frick is joining the fray. At any moment now, we will have another contender on screen.
Hey guys.
Hello, DB. How's it going?
Is this the Goldberg bat mitzvah?
That's the one. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Get your dreidels ready. Right, so, with this, we're just doing some poems, and let's roll a dice. Jared, you will go next. I will get a random word for
Alrighty.
you, which is going to be honourable. Honourable
Honourable.
is your theme
Huh.
here. So an honourable poem. On your marks, get set. Poem.
I always try to do what's best, to play by the heart that's in my chest. I'd like to keep what is my word and not betray people. That's absurd. There is nothing quite as good as honor. And when you do good things, you say, hey, Anya, that was good. And doing right by people is just the best way to be. And I like to go forth, maybe plant a tree, do good in the world and spread some joy. Give to charity, share some toys, and uphold the values that we were taught when we were young, and spurn the things that hurt, that stung, and live life by a good moral code, and be honourable instead of putting your load of baggage and pain and hurt and lust and sin and greed and everything that is wrong on this earth. Do what is right and always be true, so that someone, once you're gone, will honour you.
Oh, well done there, Jared. Well done. Let's roll the dice. And next up, Danny O'George. Let's find a word for you at random. Aircraft. You have the word aircraft.
Excellent.
So, a poem about an aircraft, and here you go.
When I have some downtime and want to get away, I like to pack a bag and join the runway. But my travels are thwarted at every turn. Why must this airline cause me such spurn? I don't deserve the waiting. I want to just relax and get away from my work life and not have to pay tax. I wish to see the sun on a faraway land, but why must you keep me when the ticket's in my hand and I'm ready to board this aeroplane? Why am I waiting? Is it because of the plain Jane that is sat to my left with the gentleman on my right? I just want to know, when will this aircraft take flight? I want to go to Asia, to Europe, perhaps. But we are stuck here on the ground waiting, my chaps. I want a refund. I want my money back. Please. I already have my bag. It's packed. I just want to see the sights from around the world, you see. This life here is boring. It's not just you, it's me. We're getting impatient. We're all eager to travel. When will you cause this chaos to unravel? I wish to go abroad, and that's what I'd like to do. EasyJet, screw you.
Way! Excellent.
I'm sorry, my best friend works for EasyJet. I shouldn't say that.
Well, tell them I'm sorry too. So,
Yes.
with this, DB, you will go last. We're going to get you a random word. Please, could you make up a poem about a scorpion? Scorpion is your theme. So, poem of the scorpion. Here you go.
There are so many different scorpions to love. They come from all over and all abound. There's a scorpion over there. It's around. My favorite scorpions have been in movies, like the Scorpion King and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I tell you that because I once had a cat who ate a scorpion made of Dract. Scorpions are tasty if you're willing to try them, but sometimes people feel like they have to defy them. In the end, scorpions are your friend. They just want to lend a hand. Can they? With all their stinging and all the probability of getting hurt. Don't let that curt your need to find a scorpion friend, because if you die in the end, you will not contend to send that friend somewhere in the end.
There we go. Well done. Well done. So,
I took an English class once.
with this, we're going to go on to our next round. Our next round is going to be a couple of scenes, one with 2 performers in, one with 3 performers in, but it will all be performed in verse. So there is no set pattern to how many lines or how many rhymes you can do. You can rhyme with your scene partner's line, you can not rhyme and then they'll have to rhyme, or you can just not rhyme. But kind of what we're going for here. So, let's have a look. Let's get 3 performers. So, Marty again. Danny and Jared. Marty, Danny, and Jared. You will do a scene. So let's put you on spotlight. Here we see Jared. Here we see Danny. And here we see Marty. Let's get a location for you. Your scene is in the bathroom. The bathroom. And do what you will with this. There's 3 of you in it. This is a scene all in verse, and take it away.
Are we ready for the meeting of beards?
Always. Yes, I'm here.
I think the meeting of beards is kind of weird.
But isn't it everything that you've loved and feared?
I'm just happy so long as we don't get sheared.
It's nice to be with my peers.
Oh yes, definitely. So what time shall we set sail?
Possibly, we should go quickly, otherwise our plan might fail.
Yeah, and I need to be gone. I've got to feed the whale.
The whale? Well, that's a tall tale.
Did you put the food in the pail, the bucket?
I didn't. I put it in the bowl and said, fuck it.
Well, isn't that just a real golden nugget of wisdom? Maybe we should learn from this.
And, I mean, we could just chuck it, but, I mean, I might miss. Where are we going, and what should we do?
Yeah, I thought we were talking about beards and who wants to continue to talk about the hair.
Well, it seems like you're in a bit of despair. Perhaps we should all reconvene once we're there.
And once we've, learned some more, we could all share about what we know about perfect beard care.
I'll be there about the beard care, but just so you know, I don't want to look like a bear.
Well, why should we care? I mean, you have your own style. It's not quite like ours.
and it has been a while, and maybe I should trim. It's getting a bit fuzzy.
I don't mind fuzzy, but the long hair makes me feel funny.
Well, I can't really speak much for the hussy, but I kind of like my beard with a bit of texture and style.
Yes, I can see that. I mean, your beard makes me smile. It's very well groomed, and you've trimmed it just perfect. And you too, Marty. Just nicely shaped.
Thank you. I think that it looks great on this side, but on this side, the hair's falling out.
Well, there's no reason to cry or shout. That's why this convention has perfect things to flaunt.
Yes, and who doesn't want to have a nice meeting of bearded chaps in this strange bathroom stall? Perhaps.
Well, it's nice to be here with you chaps in the stall, perhaps. But I think I need for you to leave because I need to take a craps.
And scene. Well done. Fabulous stuff. Okay. Based on a true story. That will leave us with myself and DB. Let's find a word. So that we can still see it's on bathroom. The random word we've got. No, that's not a real word. Right. Oh, I'm going to go for that. Right, screw that. Right. Dark matter. Dark matter.
Oh.
We're going to do a scene about dark matter. And
Wow.
here we see me. Here we see DB. And here we go.
Today, at the meeting of the non-beards, we're going to talk about dark matter.
Ah, yes. I want to talk about all this chatter.
Yeah, but you look like maybe you're slacking off in the beard territory, though. It looks like maybe you didn't shave today.
Look.
Maybe you should talk to everybody about that.
Talk to everybody about that. What do you think I am? A complete prat? I have just a little bit of stubble because I was looking in the telescope from Hubble. Now, out
Make
there
that double.
in outer space, we've got to hurry. We've got to race.
Over here on Earth, we have girth. So you can't go in space to race, you stupid ace.
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but I don't want to natter. I've got to talk about the dark matter. You see, it's going to come here to this planet.
I read that it was going to be a dark splatter, not dark matter, but I read that in the Mad Hatter.
Look, can you be honest? Am I looking fatter? Menza.
You could probably go to the gym, but hey, that's not for him to say.
Well, you're looking slim. But let's talk about dark matter.
I have a Hydron Collider. I don't think you should despise her. Try it out. You'll do great. I promise you, if you don't, you'll get some cake.
I don't despise her. And look, I've got a goal. We need to talk about her black hole.
I dated a black hole once. Her name I won't mention, because
she sucks the energy.
The judge said I should give her no attention.
She sucks the energy. She wrecked your life. Now I would know she's my wife. But here we're going to talk about the Large Hadron Collider. Now, I think we can use it to go into another world, like we are a slider.
A rider or a glider?
Oh,
Ida,
yeah.
I'll try it out. I'm open to anything. You think time travel's a thing?
Didn't you just say that? Ah, gotcha. Ding. Now then, here's an idea. Let's go back in time. We can destroy the world, commit any crime.
I think we should just maybe bet on the races and win some money, honey. Why get so violent? It's not that. Let's just stay silent.
You're right. I will, from now on, make sure I keep mum. But if you don't try to commit some crimes, I think you're quite dumb. Because we could go back and we could kill Hitler. Wouldn't that be good? Or are you a bit of a shitler?
I'm not against killing Hitler. I just need some vintner. I need a vintner.
And scene, and scene. There we go. We got something done. Right.
Yeah, we did. That was my first time.
That was a ride.
No, mine too. Mine too. Right, so with this, we are going to go on to our next round. And our next round is going to be another group game. But this time, we are not allowed to rhyme at all. We are not allowed to rhyme at all. So we're going to do a group poem, and we are not allowed to rhyme. Jared will give the first line, which I will rhyme with. I will then give a line which DB will rhyme with. No, I'm saying rhyme. It's just how I'm used to introducing it. What? Look, anyway. So, Jared will give a line that I won't rhyme with. I will then give a line that DB won't rhyme with, and so on and so forth. Danny, then Marty, in that order. Our theme for this is going to be watercolour. Watercolour. Okay?
Huh.
Jared. Well, in fact, you started last time, so I will start this time, and it will go round to you. Right. I was so excited to pick up my palette.
I painted a beautiful tree.
And then I had some wine.
The taste was quite distinctive from a Chardonnay.
But I feel it may have been more of a Merlot.
Suddenly, inspiration struck.
Like a lightning bolt, which I added just in the corner.
Because that's what I do. I bring my life to my art.
And that's when I decided I would throw the wine on the canvas.
I don't think anyone's ever done that before. I will be famous.
And scene. There we go. I'm not going to lie. Everything that could go wrong there did go wrong, but it turned out perfect. So, for some reason, we ended up going in the reverse order to what I said. And we also only did one line each instead of... Yeah.
Oops.
Doesn't matter. It works. This is how we make art. So, with this, we're going to get away from this. We're going to go on to our next game. Which is going to be the beginning of the end. We are going to go on to our penultimate round where we will each get 1 minute. And this time we are going to rhyme again. We will each get 1 minute and we will be able to choose either a category, to get a word from a category, or just get a random word. And then we will have to come up with as many rhymes as we can with that word. Now, we're not just going to list rhymes like saying can, than, pan. We need to try to make it have some kind of sense to it as well. So, let's roll the dice to see who will go first, and it will actually be me. So, I have the categories, and I'll say them just for the audience's benefit, either of fictional characters, real people, movies, books, random words, locations, fears, objects, professions, or animals. I am going to go for objects. And I have from the Matrix the blue pill. So I will try to rhyme with blue pill as many times as I can in 1 minute. Feel free, guys, to try to keep track of whether or not I actually manage this at all. But here I go. He put out his hands and said, red pill, blue pill. And I said, I don't know what to do, Phil, but if I sniff glue, ill. So ill. This pickle, is it new dill? Tasty. But my Australian friend, did you see a roux? Nil? Oh. So, with that, I have the flu, ill, which is same word but slightly different context. However, I need the loo. Gill splashing everywhere. Sorry, I piss like a fish, and that is time. I'm not going to lie. I think I did really well. No, okay.
Yeah.
Anyone keep track? How many did I manage?
6 that I saw.
Okay, I'll count that as 7. Right, so, no, okay, 6. 6. 6 is the score to beat. Let's see who we've got next. And Jared, it will be you, in fact. So, I will give you the categories again. And if you'd like to pick one, then you can do. You can either have fictional characters, real people, movies, books, objects, fears, locations, professions, animals, or a random word. If you get a word you don't like, you have the opportunity to trade it for a random word. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Yeah. Could I go with professions?
And your profession is fisherman. Would you like to rhyme with fisherman? Or would you like to swap it for a random word?
I mean, I'll give it a red hot go.
Okay, 1 minute on the clock on the theme of fisherman. 6 is the score to beat at this stage. And here you go.
Going out to the lake because I'm a fisherman. I cast my line because I wisherman to catch a fish. Oh wait, no, that's just the same. I think I misremembered the point of this whole thing. I should go to my car and drive away, but a burst tire means the Michelin man will have to help me out here. I could do some science, like a fission man. Fission man? I don't know. My eyes are getting blurry. I've lost my vision, man. It's going all wrong. I'm having an aneurysm, man.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done.
Oh, God.
A score of 7 with a couple of very suspect words in there. But
Obviously.
with this, let's see who we have next. Next up will be Marty. Do you know what category you would like?
Yeah, object.
Okay, and your object is blusher. Blusher is your object. Okay, on the theme of blusher, and here you go.
I'm going on a date, so I put on some blusher. I hope it goes well. I hope to crush her. I hope this date goes well. If it doesn't, it might be a flusher. But if it does go well, it could definitely be a gusher. But if she talks too much, I'll have to hush her. And if she drinks too much, I'll call her a lusher. The peas that we ordered, they're a bit too musher. And we buy some drugs from the nearest pusher.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. I will allow Pasha there for 8. So, you didn't have Russia. You didn't have Russia.
Oh my God.
I'm getting the R.
Ah, okay. So, let's roll the dice again. And this time, Danny O'George. Do you know what category you would like?
I will just go straight to the random word, please.
Oh, random word. And you get
feeling broken.
hamster. You get hamster. Hamster is your random word.
Oh.
And... Okay, your time starts now.
Sometimes I wish I had a pet hamster. I ordered it online whilst listening to my Napster, which was back in the day. But I recently converted. I'm now a Rastafarian, for those who didn't know. And I feel like having dinner. I want to cook some pasta. Did I buy some earlier? I think I must have. Then, I think I'm going to mix it up a bit. I'm going to put in some real gusto. Wow, I'm starting to fluster.
Oh, well done at the end there. Well, at the end there.
Well,
My favourite thing there was that with each rhyme, it mutated slightly. So by the end, we had like pasta with hamster. So it was like, is there? Right,
well,
DB.
The evolution of rhyme.
The evolution of rhyme, love it. What category would you like, DB, or shall I read them again?
I'll take ancient Aramaic.
Okay. So we have the word here. No, go on. What would you?
I
like?
don't remember all the categories. Say them again.
Okay, so you have fictional characters, real people, movies, books, objects, fears, animals, professions, locations, or a random word.
I'll go with fictional characters.
Your fictional character is C-3PO. C-3PO.
What the fuck? Okay.
Would you like to trade it for a random word?
Yes, because it's a one syllable. It's O. I get to rhyme O.
Yeah, that would have been easy, but you've traded now. So
Yeah.
your word is stroller.
Okay.
Stroller.
Not bad.
Okay, and here you go.
Hey, you lady with that stroller. You shouldn't be such a rock and roller. You got a kid in there. You should have more golas. I don't think you're gonna... I don't know where my vocabulary went. But ma'am, I'm sorrier. Then all I have to do is I got nothing. I'm lost. Sorry, guys. I ruined the show again.
Oh, no, it's good. It's good. Just keep
You're
going.
doing great,
Keep
man.
going.
You're
You've
doing
got this.
Okay. All right. Don't be a rock and roller or a molar. You got a big bag of French crawlers. Would you like one, ma'am?
And that is time. That is time. Oh, I lost track in the middle there. Did anyone else count?
I think I had 3, maybe 4, so I'm definitely not winning.
I'm going to give you at least
About
4.
yeah, I'd say 5. I like the way that you were trying to control her.
Yeah.
Right, so now we will come on to the finale round where we get to go again, but this time it has to be a random word. It has to be a random word. So we will add on the points. So just to reiterate, I had 6. Jared, I believe, had 7. Marty had a questionable 8. Danny, I think you had 7 as well, was it?
7 or 8, I think.
Yeah, and DB, you had a generous 4. So with this, let's see what we've got now. We will have Danny. You get to go first. A random word for you is going to be 1.
1.
Your random word
So
is
good.
1. And your time. So say you're starting at a score of 7, and here you go.
So I feel as though that I only have 1. Oh no. This is a disaster. What have I done? Oh, this isn't fun. Oh, jeez. This is hard, and I am gonna cook a bun in the oven with. Hey, don't look at me. Are you gonna? I'm gonna shun you if you keep frowning like that. It's I'm gonna go for a run after this because I I weigh a ton and I have a really bad crush on a nun.
And that is time. That is time. That is time.
It's hard when you put on the spot.
Do you know what? Do you know what? That is a score of 14. And I enjoyed your pun.
Thanks.
Right, so a score of 14.
What?
Next up, we will have DB. DB, your random word is shipmate.
Okay.
Shipmate. And you are on a score of 4. Here you go.
Hey there, shipmate. You're late. At this rate, you'll never come back on another date for this job ever. That's your fate. You'll never marry Kate. And of all the things that you hate, your mate will have to fire you for heaven's sake. What's that you say? You're going to hit me with a rake. But why would you turn into an ape? My fellow grape. We were doing great. Where are you going?
And that is time. That is time. You were doing great. You honestly were. You got to a score of 12.
Oh wow! I didn't think
But you went from shipmate to
Right, I did it.
rake and then
Yeah.
ape, and I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not
very
going to quite allow that.
I'm using the Eminem strategy.
Well, no,
of-
they're impure rhymes. Do you know what? Look, I feel dodgy. I don't know if I should allow it. We'll see how it goes. Right,
Fine.
so I'll allow it if anyone else ties or whatever along the way. So let's see who
Or
goes
ends
next.
up doing the same.
Yeah. So like we've had somebody. Okay, I'm going to allow it. Score of 14 also. So Danny and DB are tied. And so let's see. Marty, you'll go next. Your random word? Survivor. And here you go.
I am a survivor. She was not, but I was able to revive her. She took off all her clothes and pretended to be Lady Godiva. But she had a plan. She was a real conniver. And when we needed to eat, she would jump in the water and grab some fish. She was a diver. But I asked to borrow some money, and she gave me a $5. This is awful.
And that is time. Another score of 14.
Really?
Sorry, I couldn't think of anything else either.
Yeah, do you know what? I was too busy watching MacGyver. But with
He
that,
was almost dead, but now is alive.
Jared, shoot for 14.
right, let's see who'll go next. Jared and myself remain. I will go next. My random word is... Oh my god, ukulele. Oh my god. What was my score? 6.
So like
No, it
six.
was
Yeah.
6. It was 6. So help me count, guys. Because this is going to go badly. Here I go. So, I have a good old ukulele. and it is something I do play daily, but my arms are all over the place. They often flaily. Should I get instead a shillelagh? Now, I could quite possibly faily. However, if I feel a bit paley, then my good friend Haley shall cut my naily. I eat my vegetables. I eat some kaylee. And my other friend, her name is Kaylee. Oh, come on, there must be more names. Right, that's time. Right, so what did I achieve there? What did I achieve?
14 again.
No way!
You look stressed.
Amazing.
Would you like a drink of Bailey?
Ah. Right, so with that, Jared, 14
adding
is the
E
score
to
to beat.
words. You were just adding E to words at the end there.
Yeah, but like DB, we allowed. Shut up. Right, so.
Don't argue with someone who likes Test Daily.
I was gonna say, you said Kaylee twice, but once is the vegetable, once is a
Right.
name. I was like, huh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Okay, so Jared, your
Oh,
random
God.
word. You were on a score, I believe, of 7.
7.
And your random word is Arsenal. Arsenal. And here you go.
Well, I hope I have plenty of words in my arsenal. Otherwise, I don't think I will parsenal. It's not really a word, but the words are quite sparsenal. I just have to make things up. And, oh man, I am not a masterful of this craft. It's all going quite wrong. But I'm having a blast and all. It's fine. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I could cook some pasta and all, or, I'm sitting on a bar stool. Not quite long, but let's see how long it'll last and all. Ooh.
And that is time! That is time!
Are we counting any of that?
So, do you know what? I counted that as being 15 in the end there.
Yeah.
So, Jared, that means you are this week's Poet of the Week. Sneaking it.
Sweet like a cardinal.
Thank you.
Oh, well done. So let's find out where we can find everyone on social media. In just a few minutes, audience, we're going to have our weekly Geek Battle show. So stick around for that. But first of all, Marty, where can the people find you?
On Instagram at What Would Jesus Glue. Up next on Extreme Improv Geek Battle, and I'd like to say R.I.P. Mike Nesbitt.
Okay, DB.
You can find me Instagram dbfrick1977. That's the year I was born. dbfrick other places, Twitter, TikTok. Welcome Back to America is the show I do, and I'm doing the next show, and this is always a lot of fun.
Okay, where can we find you, Danny O'George?
So you can find me as part of the Portsmouth Improv Experience. That is an anagram of pie for those who like literary puns, especially for a poetry slam. We're on Facebook at Portsmouth Improv. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Danny Unplanned, and on Twitch at Downbeat Danny. And I will have an updated graphic next week because I'm going to put a YouTube on here as well. Because I'll be uploading a song on there by the end of the week.
Fabulous. My name is David Postansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Postansky, which is spelled Pustansky. Also, get a copy of this book, which is the perfect stocking filler. So get it for your friends, get it for your relatives, get it just to leave under the tree and then donate to a charity shop. So, with this, let's have a look. Our winner of the week, Jared, where can the people find you?
Hey, you guys can find me on Twitch. I stream every Monday and Thursday. I play video games, I make sarcastic commentary, and just do a whole lot of silly stuff. So yeah, check it out if you're bored and have a couple hours to kill.
Amazing. So,
And also, I'll be on the next show.
even better. So, audience, xstreamed.tv, youtube.com/Xstream Improv. Always stay extremed, and ciao for now.